Hi, welcome back to Brohams. This is the third and final episode of the basics. We're going to go over some balance and board control, and then from there we're going to start getting into some tricks and some fun activities that are going to help you progress. Alright, so I'm going to try and teach you how to manual. Alright, so in the previous episode I was teaching you how to lift the board up and down. So this is going to be super crucial, and this is why we're going to teach you manuals. So manuals is all about balance, and some even argue you can use a bit of core strength. This is going to help you with your ollies, dropping in, board skills, and just learning how to balance the board in general. So there's a few different types of manuals. The easiest one, and the one you should be focusing on at this level, is just a regular manual, which is off the tail. But if you want to get fancy, you've got nose manuals, which is on the nose. And if you want to get really technical and really good at manuals, you've got switch manual, which is when you have your opposite foot forward and you manual. And you have switch nose manuals, which is again opposite foot forward, but you're doing it on the nose too. You're not going to be able to manual for meters when you first try. When you first try, you're probably going to be scraping. Alright, so if you start manualing, the best way to get good at it is to give yourself a target. So see right here, like this is just a simple crack in the ground, but it's a good indicator of maybe where you should start balancing. And then that way, while you're balancing, you can try and give yourself a task of getting further and further in distance, and that way you can see yourself improve. In the second episode, I was teaching turning, getting good at turning. You can start doing things like pivots, where a pivot, you're going to snap your shoulders. It's kind of like a quick 180. Another progression in the turns is that you can start doing half cab turns, which is just basically backwards turns. Boom. So yeah, like you got the backside turn. Backside turn is always going to be easier. But if you want to get real technical, you can start going fakie, which is backwards. You can try the front side turn, or you can even just try a front side 180 pivot, which is really technical. But as I said, everyone learns at their own pace. Some people find some tricks easier than others. Alright, so I've been putting a lot of emphasis on manualing and lifting the board up and down. And that's so that when you do drops and ollies, you don't get hurt. So right here we've got ourselves a nice little curb, standard issue. And if you were to roll at this curb and not lift your tail, you can see the board goes front wheels down first. And if your board goes front wheels down first, you're probably going to fall over unless you're really balanced. And that's not fun. So, as I was mentioning before, the manual, when you get to about here, you lift back on your back truck, do a little manual, boom, 4 wheels off. 4 wheels down, land on the bolts, roll away, no hassles, no problems, happy skating. So this trick is called the acid drop. So with the acid drop, just like the first episode, I said, keep your feet over the bolts. That's how you want to land. So I'm going to approach the gutter, I'm going to lift up for a manual, boom, feet over the bolts. Alright, so with the acid drop, as you get more confident, you can go off higher drops. You're best off starting small and working your way up. Play around on the board, have fun, be loose, don't tense up, try different twists, try different balances, experiment a little bit, try some different surfaces. If the concrete, you find it's too hard to balance, maybe try some carpet or some grass. Chill out, have fun, relax, do some tricks, cruise around, give yourself some goals, skate from A to B, kill it, like and subscribe. Brohams, baby. Brohams. Woo!